smooth like butter.
Wait, आगे की lyrics क्या थे?
Are you a BTS fan?
I'm really excited for today's video because it's Jungkook's birthday. Changgu's birthday. It's Changgu, okay? I want to clarify, it's not Jungkook, it's Changgu.
Happy birthday, Jungkook!
I have a small anecdote to share about my bias. So, it was a rainy summer day and I was really out of my mind, as I always am. And guess what I came across? That V-Live was the best thing to have happened to me. And honestly, there are a lot of interesting Jungkook V-Lives, but I don't know. Drunk Jungkook is a mood. So, so Jungkook mentioned that he talks more eloquently when he's drunk.
Night apple is poison apple.
I mean, I don't disagree, यार. मतलब बंदे को देखो तो सही एक बार. So ever since then, he's been my bias.
Yeah, man, I know how you feel. So I wouldn't necessarily say Jungkook's my bias, but I'm 47. I love all of them, and Jungkook does have a very special place in my heart. But the one thing I really want to talk about more is his aura, his charisma, his power, and especially the one time I feel like you can really see that is his stage presence and the way he looks at the camera when he's performing. So the really cool thing is Jungkook's eyes are very different at different times. So no matter what they're performing, it could be like one of the more upbeat, powerful songs like Idol and Fire, or it could be one of the more emotional songs, the ballads. He always like changes his expression and his eyes somehow. I don't know how he does it, but he changes them, and he always manages to express the emotion that the song is intending. It's like that photo shoot. It's like such a like accurate representation of the duality. But yeah, that's exactly like Jungkook's duality is insane. We all know that ARMY's die of his duality. But yeah, that is like just the way he like expresses himself and expresses this song is one thing I really love about it.
Exactly, he's a golden markname, bro. He knows how to grab your attention with his million attributes. Plus, I have been listening to JK's covers consistently, and almost I've been obsessed with his covers. Since I became ARMY, I've been listening to him constantly. I think something interesting and special about his voice is that it's very therapeutic. So whenever you are low, or even when you're like extremely happy, but you want a sense of stability and you want to listen to something that'll make you feel calm, the Jungkook's covers are the best thing to listen to.
True. Also, by the way, we tried doing some little bit extraness today because it's Jungkook's birthday, and basically this and the pigtails. Yes, if you don't get the reference, we'll put the reference.
So if it's not extraordinarily clear what we are doing today, we are celebrating Jungkook's birthday. And we had a bunch of ideas. First of all, I think we were planning to do funny videos, right? And we were also planning to do cute videos. But I think those are sides of Jungkook almost everyone is extremely familiar with. So I think today we want to explore a little personal side of Jungkook.
딱 뭔가 저희의 정체가 드러나고 잘하는 가수분들 보고 하니까 뭔가 한없이 되게 작아 보이는 거예요. 원래 데뷔 전까지는 아 우리 충분히 뛰어나다라고 생각을 했었어요. 이때부터 이제 걱정이나 불안감이 점점 생기기 시작했어요. 어린 나이에 왔고 또 제가 공부도 열심히 안 한 그런 친구였기 때문에 내가 밖에 나가면 혼자 어떻게 살아갈 수 있을까라는 고민부터 시작해가지고 갑자기 문득 드는 거예요. 데뷔하고 나서 미래에 대한 불안감이 굉장히 컸었어요. 저는 스스로 이거 어떻게 해결해서 내가 나중에 목표로 삼는 그런 일들을 할 수. 되게 나지막에 비영이 그걸 깨줬어요. 형들 앞에서 씻지도 못하고 옷도 못 벗고 그랬는데 하나하나 형들이 저를 이제
Thing about his personality is one of the most shocking things because you see Jungkook, like, yes, he's kind of shy and he's kind of introverted sometimes, but he's also very, very out there and he does the most berserk, insane things. He's so funny. Okay,
Yeah.
and he talks really well actually. Like this interview, like I remember like one time he was saying like before and all I couldn't even look at the camera, I couldn't talk in front of the camera. But now he expresses himself like so beautifully. And it just like so I can't even imagine like a shy Jungkook like not being able to talk.
Exactly.
It's just I mean that's something like my sister also like really enjoys. Like she likes that a lot about him. And she likes that dynamic between V and Jungkook. But yeah, that's just like so
I know,
good.
right? Because I've also heard a lot about how shy he was at the beginning, and even we were talking about how Jimin kind of helped him get out of that shyness zone and like get out there and like be more confident and everything. I think in a lot of ways, yeah, he's saying that himself that the members have literally helped him grow as a person and as an artist in general. Also, his song Begin is literally all about this story, these things that he's saying, that he was very insecure. He felt like, he was a little baby in this big world, and he was just not comfortable, and he was just not able to see how things are going to go because obviously he was just 15 years old, right? And yeah, I think all of this really kind of connects back to that song.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's how every young person feels. You are emerging from the sheltered space of home and school into this big bad world where you don't really know anything and anything can happen to you.
Exactly.
And it's just very scary. I mean, that's exactly the place we are in right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it is definitely a universal feeling. So, I guess I'm kind of glad that we have someone like him to share and resonate that feeling with.
Yeah.
다 담겨 있는 그런 인격체일 수도 있습니다.
저는 정국이가 가장 기억에 남는데요.
네, 왜요?
정국이가 그때는 처음 만났을 때 정국이가 그때 보컬 레슨하러 갔었어요.
네.
보컬 레슨하고 이제 저녁에 올 때 제가 좀 이제 잠에 들려고 할 때 정국이가 왔었어요.
네.
근데 정국이가 그때는 정말 조용하고
네.
그때는 정말 진짜
I've seen this clip.
아무 말도 안 하고
Radio show.
화장실에
Their radio show is
샤워할 때도
something
진짜
else.
멤버들이 다 잘 때 하고
낯가림이 되게 심해.
낯가림이 정말 심했어요. 네.
근데 지금 말 너무 많아요.
지금은
Now we.
저 그냥
Yes. You really saw the waist, correct.
웃으면서 욕해요.
Ah, JK. He smells when we swear.
He's kind of
낯가림이
embarrassed also. So
심했었는데
cute.
네.
같이 살다 보니까 이게 성격이 많이 바뀌더라고요.
This is the cutest part that
귀엽네요. 저기 서 있으니까. 집에서는 어른인데 학교 다니고 싶다. 너무 예쁘다 아, 너무 예쁘다 갑자기. 진짜.
저기 있어요. 빨간 머리.
Every time I watch this clip, I am reminded of Cameron Phillips' dub series because he dubbed this video. And it's so good. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, go watch Cameron Phillips. If you don't know who Cameron Phillips is, he's another YouTuber and he does dubbed versions of BTS content. Not exactly PG-13, but you can enjoy. Definitely one of my favorite YouTubers out there. My favorite like BTS YouTubers. Definitely.
I love those videos actually.
Yes. Classic. He does their voices so well. Like, he's so good. And he makes good music.
Especially J-Hope's voice. Oh my god.
Very true. Yes. I've seen so many comments which say he sounds more like J-Hope than J-Hope sounds like J-Hope. I'm like, yeah, that really like makes sense. Yes.
That is true. Yeah.
I know. I mean, I'm sorry because every time I see this, I remember that one. Like, because he makes some really like interesting and funny comments, which I cannot say, but yes. Yes.
저기 있어요. 빨간 머리. 뭔데 신기하지?
잘생기긴 했네요. 확실히.
제일 잘생겼어요, 진짜로. 말도 걸고 그래.
당황스러웠는데
사랑합니다. 고맙습니다.
I know this little duet.
네, 늘 사랑합니다. 고맙습니다라고 표현을 하려고는 하는데
They always do.
굉장히 어렵습니다. 네, 그래도 이 자리에서 이제 제 마음을 조금 표현을 했으니까 사랑합니다.
탄소년단 멤버들이 도착했습니다. 저희 졸업식을 위해서 이렇게 여섯 명 브로들이 브로드가 하는 일 브로드가 하는 일 방탄 소년단이 왔어요. 형들만 같이 이제 나 졸업식 축하해주고 이제 딱 당당 딱 그 상 받고 딱 졸업식 끝나면 딱 이제 그거 먹으러 가야지.
짜장면.
노래에도 크게 욕심이 없었어서 춤만 추고 싶다고 뒤에서 춤추고 퍼포먼스 잘하고 그것만이라도 좀 잘하자라는 생각을 가지고 있었던 것 같아요. 뭐 노래는 정말 욕심이 없었던 것 같아요. 진짜 인터넷 지민이 형한테 얘기했던 것 같아요. 말도 안 되는 소리 하지 말라고. 그래서 진짜 많이 혼났거든요. 하나도 안 된다고. 저는 솔직히 메인 보컬이 될 줄 몰랐어요.
Why are you always waking him up?
시간이 걸렸는데 잘 자네. 아무것도 모르고. 나 혼자 먹어야지. 끝났어.
Oh yeah, see this one.
봤을 때 정국이 이것만 생각나다. 간다 그러니까 정국이하고 막 부둥 잡고 막 울었잖아요, 막 그때.
Don't cry, JK.
Yes, please.
생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하는 정국구 생일
제가 15살에 연습생이 됐고 학교 생활도 안 하고 그냥 사회생활을 계속 꾸준히 한 거잖아요. 지금. 그래서 뭐 또 옆에 항상 6명의 멤버들이 있으니까 그래서 제가 솔직히 보고 느끼는 배우고 하는 거는 거의 다 멤버들 영향이 크다고 생각해요. 그래서 뭔가 형들
Ian
관련해서
always
자주
talk about
듣고
their influence. How you influence? How
저도
much is it?
모르게 제가 많이
정국이 울어? 네, 마지막 정국이. 안녕하세요, 정국입니다. 편지나 트위터, 카페 글을 자주 쓰려고 노력하는데 생각보다 쉽진 않네요. 누군가에게 자기의 마음 그리고 진심을 표현한다는 건 정말 어려운 것 같습니다. 그리고 지금까지 열심히 활동하며 제가 작지만 되게 큰 목표가 하나 생겼습니다. 정말 제 목소리로 여러분들의 마음을 감동시킬 수 있는 그런 가수가 되고 싶고 또 정말 떳떳하게 자랑스럽게 부끄럽지 않게 나는 방탄소년단의 팬이다 라고 말할 수 있도록 정말 멋진 가수가 되겠다고 다짐했습니다. 참
Okay, so I kind of want to talk about this a little bit. And we are proud to be BTS Army. So I think it has been like a thing with certain people that when they become BTS fans, they find it embarrassing to admit it. I mean, this is okay. So this is not something just JK is saying. I think even J-Hope has mentioned this, that we want our fans to be proud and we want them to say it proudly that we are ARMY.
Yeah.
We don't want
This
them
is
to.
the
Yeah.
this was in the last Weavers interview. Who was saying that for butter. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad that certain people find it embarrassing to admit that they love BTS. But yeah, I mean, I do understand that, there can be a lot of reasons that it could be peer pressure also, which is usually the biggest reason. But to all the people who are out there and, who feel like they kind of feel embarrassed, um, I really want to kind of say that there is no need to be embarrassed about being ARMY. I think it's a thing to be proud of. It's a thing to be happy about, because honestly, if you think about it, all BTS is doing is giving you happiness. And you don't have to be embarrassed about something that makes you happy, right? You shouldn't feel the need to be embarrassed about something that is making you happy. So yes, I don't want to impose anything on anyone. People take their own time to accept certain things, but yeah, this is just my honest opinion. So yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you for that. That was really cool. I mean, because I also want to speak from a place of someone who has sort of been there at a point where I was not embarrassed, I would say, but I wouldn't openly say it that much. Definitely, there's a point in my life when I kind of finished becoming army. I was kind of like that. And so I just want to say that yeah, we're there for you. We're there with you, and that's why there's so many of us. Yeah, you may not know us, but I think all armies in the BTS are very much connected in some way.
We can protect each other, because you know what I mentioned about peer pressure, which kind of makes certain armies a little hesitant to accept it. I think if you feel that way, just just know that all the other armies or the fellow armies or us, like, at least I can speak for myself and her, both of us, we are definitely there for you. Like, we totally understand that you might have gone through that phase, and I haven't, but she has, and a lot of people might have. So yes, it's totally fine. Just you can confide in us, and we are kind of here to protect you also.
에게 되려 미안하다고 할 때는 저는 마음이 참 아픕니다. 우리 서로 고마워하는 사이가 되었으면 좋겠어요. 이렇게 시간이 흐를수록 추억이 쌓이고 또 여러분과 눈빛만으로도 서로 의지하는 사이가 될 수 있을 거라고 생각해요. 정말 사랑합니다. 여러분. 감사합니다.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say. I think in this video, I think this is more of a listening and just feeling type of video. So I'm sorry if we didn't really have a lot of reaction.
So, we wanted to focus on a different side. And when we watch those cute or funny videos of any of the members or even Jungkook, I think the feelings that we get are kind of more bubbly and, like, cheery. I think these kind of things, like getting to know them as people, exploring their personal life, that really gives you a sense of calm, because, they have gone through so much. The way they have overcome things, their stories, their journey, how they've helped each other, and how they have grown together as a team. That is something totally different. Like, it's so inspiring, and it gives you that sense of confidence also in yourself, that no matter what happens, you can overcome any challenge in life, I think.
Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying Jungkook Day with us. Sorry, Jungkook Day with us. Jungkook.
I got that superstar glow.
Get the hell out.